Hey guys, it's your girl Laura here on this magnificent Monday. Today I wanted to talk to you about tips on learning how to be a good listener. Now, listening skills is something that really is something that should be acquired and is very useful in every venue of your life, especially if you have your own business. It's something that you want to acquire and master. It's not always easy for everybody. Being in the profession that I've been in the last 10 years or 15 years of my career, I've always been in the customer service / business development area. So a part of that is, and determining what people want, is learning how to listen effectively. Not, active listening, not passive listening. And there's a huge difference, okay? I mean, the passive, you have to be present. So that's one tip. I mean, passive listening is, when you have an audio going and you're listening to it, but you're not full-heartedly listening to it, or, your mom's talking to you, or your husband or your wife's talking to you, and you're kind of listening, but you're not in there all the way. Well, invest in it. Be present, okay? That would be one tip. Making eye contact is another tip. I mean, show that you have a vested interest. I mean, of course, it's different a little bit when you're on the phone with somebody, and there's a way to do that as well in the sound of your voice, but making eye contact is huge. It shows that you're interested. It shows that you're invested in what the other individual is saying, and they're more eager to explain and go into depth so you can better understand where they're coming from as well, okay? Give no indicators that you are ready to respond. It's almost rude to do that, really, because you're almost like cutting them off without really cutting them off, because they can tell when you're not interested. You're kind of like tuning out because you're ready to respond to them. And sometimes it's not just that. It's they said something. I've experienced this. It's they've said something that sparks your interest, and you want to intervene because you can relate to it in such a way that you want to be able to respond to that subject before you forget. Right? I've done that so many times. It's something that it has to be worked on. But it is definitely something that you don't want to do. You don't want to give an indicating. You don't want to indicate that you want to respond before they're finished, saying what they have to say. And there are times when, you'll be talking, and sometimes you end up talking at the same time, okay? I choose to wait a few seconds and let the other person finish, okay? Because it happens. I mean, you end up talking at the same time, and rather than speaking over that person, just let there be a space, wait a few seconds, and respond, or do whatever your intentions were. Or even better, wait and let them finish, or go first. That's the polite thing to do. Allow them to complete what they were starting off to say. Okay, and all of this is going to help you in your business, because you're actually going to find out what that customer needs, or what that person needs, or what your wife needs, or what your children are trying to say to you, by actively listening and letting them speak wholeheartedly without giving them the impression that you're rushing them to finish and get to the point, or without wanting to intervene on whatever they are wanting to say. Okay, ask questions. That's how you're going to be able to relate, okay? Ask questions. It shows that you're interested. Another way of actively listening is, once they're completely done, you ask questions. Don't follow with too many questions, because you don't want to, bombard them. It's like shooting down, somebody. Just ask them one question at a time, and it shows them interest. It shows that you're interested, invested in what they're saying, and that you're interested in wanting to help them. You're interested, you care, okay? So that's another tip for you. And the last one I would say is, definitely do not change the subject, okay? Now, when you're actively listening to somebody, especially within the like one of your customers within the online or in your own business world, you want to keep them where they're interested in being without, veering off the subject matter. So you definitely don't want to change the subject, okay? You want them to feel comfortable and feel like they can trust you, and that what they're going to say is going to be heard and something is going to be done about it. So changing the subject after they're completely done is so not the thing to do. So if you are doing any of these things, okay, you might want to revise what your behaviors are, okay? If you find yourself that you're doing any of the things that I've listed, you might want to revise the way you listen, okay? And it will help you in every venue of your life, your personal life, with relationships. It will help you in your business and so forth. And with that being said, guys, to learn more tips, please be sure to click the link below. Make sure, if this is of value to you, that you share, okay, you like, and you comment. Love the comments, okay, guys? So with that being said, this is Laura signing out. See you in the next video.